And then and it was like that. Like every couple months, I do that, and then I come out with these amazing thoughts. It was like so much great stuff. It's like I could visual. I don't know if you ever saw the Queen's Gambit that
Yeah.
on Netflix,
Yeah.
and how she like visualizes the chessboard
Yeah.
pieces like when she's laying in bed. I kind of can see that through but in like my problems, like or things I'm trying to think through, or critical thinking, I can kind of like visualize them actually in the darkness because all your senses are, you're literally in this tank, you're in salt water, like there's no sound, and it's like once you get past the claustrophobia, you're kind of like all your senses die down and it's just you in your head. So then, my wife, my girlfriend at the time, is now my wife. She was like, "Dan, why don't you do that every week? I mean, it's like you come here and you're like a rocket ship every time I say it's like you have so much energy and so many ideas and you're creative and this like alchemy about you." Is like, that's a great idea. I should do that
Yeah.
every week. That is the one thing I've like really held, that I do. It's one of the moments that I get every week to like really think at a much deeper level than I'm capable of. In any other way.
Yeah.
And so
That's
I would say
great.
that's kind of like a weekly habit because it allows me to actually align back into what are things that I'm not doing that well in my life today or
Yeah.
that I've stopped doing, in that sense. So I would say that's one that like really sticks and has for, I don't know, 8 years, 9 years. When you're in the like, I'm always doing, and I'm very action oriented. Like it's like I have my business coach says like that's like I don't like I'm always just like I just go and do it like before like someone even like think. It's like I do first, then think, then kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
react in
Definitely.
motion. And
Yeah.
and sometimes it's good, sometimes bad. But in any case, but when you're always in the doing and doing, you're not always kind of taking a minute to really process and problem solve. And so something I started doing, initially I was only doing this like once every quarter. It was like the first time I started doing it. And then my team would be like, "Did you do something yesterday? Like, did you go on like a journey or something like that?" Because I would come in like a rocket with like, "Hey, here's how we're going to solve all these problems,"
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
whatever. And I would go to the float tank and I go like an
Nice.
isolation tank.
Yeah.
And I would do that.